So this is the first Narset league with the new Mulligan rules. And we've got both Sphinx of Foresight and Serum Powder, which are made better with these new Mulligan rules. If you haven't seen this deck before, buckle up, because it's going to be a good time. This is a deck that wins or loses very quickly. It's very funny. Its absolute best draws allow it to win on the first turn of the game. This deck wants to choose to be on the draw every time. So to wrap up on viable, your definition of viable is good, can win larger tournaments. Where do we end up with? We ended up with, I don't have a definition for it, because I think things like that need objective metrics, and Magic doesn't make objective metrics available. So my definition of viable is me beating on my chest and talking about my feelings, which I don't think is a good metric to have. I think Vivian's bow is going to be good in a lot of places. I think this is a keep. I have the Sphinx. I have a Goryo's Vengeance. I have Spoils. I think I keep this. What's my opinion on CFB having no video coverage almost all year? I think when CFB agreed to do Grand Prix, they probably didn't agree to do video coverage. So if you're going to be upset with anyone for pulling video coverage of Grand Prix, you should be upset with Wizards of the Coast. My opinion on that is the opinion I've always had, which is that I think it's absurd that Wizards of the Coast puts up large prize pools for Grand Prix tournaments, but then doesn't spend the extra $10,000 or $20,000 or whatever it costs to do coverage at them. I think if you're going to spend a bunch of money doing coverage anyways, or doing a tournament anyways, you might as well spend a little bit extra and cover it. Alright, so I kept the pull from Eternity here, because the game plan is going to be cast Spoils of the Vault and hope to Spoils past a copy of Narset, so we can then pull Narset into the bin. So I'm going to Spoils for the card Simian Spirit Guide, and then I'm hoping to not die to my Spoils. I want to live with at least 2 life, so I can City of Brass and then pull plus Goryo's next turn. Is that WotC not investing / backing every brew? No, it's not. So there's 2 things that people need to understand. The first is that there's a big difference between competitive paper Magic and paper Magic in general. Competitive paper Magic, in terms of being a spectator event, has almost always been atrocious. Wizard of the Coast is very correctly moving towards digital for their competitive tournaments. They're just infinitely more accessible and watchable. Alright, so and then here's the gamble that didn't pay off here. I named Simian Spirit Guide, but I didn't Spoils past a copy of Narset to get there. So now I can't actually combo them because I didn't Spoils past the thing I wanted to Spoils past. I mean, Modern's the perfect format to play at F&M if you'd rather hang out with friends than actually play Magic. Yeah, I think having lots of data at the Pro Tour or the Mythic Championship, or whatever we've branded it to, is awesome. I think having data available at something like the Mythic Championship makes it more skill intensive. It is a change that will allow the better player to win the match of Magic more often. why, you don't mulligan keepable hands just because they're Serum Powders and London mulligans. There's a lot of people that aren't very bright that have been saying stuff like that, but at the end of the day, mulliganing is still a bad thing. Like, you don't get, like, you're still starting with less cards in your deck. Ben Stark put it most elegantly. He's like, if you're betting on people at the next Mythic Championship, you should bet on me, because everybody else plans to mulligan to 5 every game. Just like, stop it. You still don't want to mulligan. Actually don't have any sideboard cards this matchup. We have pretty specific, these are for counter spells, these are for discard spells, these are for graveyard decks, these are for artifact decks. We're just gonna click submit and move along. One thing, my only complaint about deck list being public at this upcoming Mythic Championship is that the deck list being public at this upcoming Mythic Championship causes the data that we're going to get from it in relation to the mulligan change to become biased, because public deck list information public deck list information favors fair decks. Fair decks are better when you know what your opponent is doing. This hand is great. This hand can potentially turn 1 my opponent if we draw well. And I get to Sphinx. So, like, that's fun. So I'm going to Spoils into Goryo's Vengeance, and then Sphinx will help us get set up here. Yeah, Wizards, historically speaking, Wizards is bad at differentiating between correlation and causation, which is not a good thing. Alright, so I got my Goryo's Vengeance, so this Sphinx, I need to find, if I find land plus Simian Spirit Guide, we'll kill them on turn 1 here, most likely. Bottoms up. Yikes! Yikes! Alright, well that's awkward. Yeah, one of the most important things, and this applies outside of Magic, right? Like, numbers don't lie, but people lie with numbers all the time. So numbers just are. What people do with those numbers varies person to person. So if I would have found a land here, we likely would have won the game. Unfortunately, we had 3 scries, 2 draw steps, and a Faithless Looting, and we missed. So that was 2 plus 3 plus 2. So we had 7 looks there to hit. What? How likely? How unlucky were we? So there's no mana exile. There's 1 piece of mana exiled. So we had 7 looks into 38 cards, and we had 16 mana sources, 14 mana sources. So I had 14 mana sources and 38 cards, and we had 7 looks, and I wanted 1. So we were 97.2% to find a mana source there. For when you want to know how unlucky you are. So we're on the 8%er currently. We're on the 3%er currently. Oh wait, we drew another card, so we get another look. All right, we're on the 2%er. Got it. We are the 2%, yep. I mean, they're not doing anything currently, so like, if they don't have like a surgical extraction here, or a spell pierce, and we draw a land, we can still kill them next turn. I added a mana source, not a draw. I totally did. It actually makes it even more likely. We're 1.5% to miss seeing another card. Alright, what happens when we see another card? Are we the 1% now? We are 99.2% to have hit a mana source to kill them by now. 99.2%. Schmitty Games, thanks for the 5%. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Thanks for keeping us around. We are the 1%. The 0.8, if you would. Thankfully, our opponent's playing Amulet Titans. They're just like sitting there doing a whole lot of nothing as well. I'm gonna keep calculating every time we miss. All right, 99.6% to have hit by now. Do 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 do. These weren't spoils, right? I don't think these were spoils. I don't remember. I wasn't counting the City of Brass in my mana sources. So, oh good. Oh good. And then I attacked with this and we missed on an extra combat step card. All right, so I get to cast this Faithless Looting at least. And if this Faithless Looting finds me a red card, I can Fury of the Horde and try again. Opponent also gets to Faithless Looting here. Alright, we found a red card. So you're saying there's a chance. Take a chance on me. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Wait, untap all creature control after I don't understand how this works, but deal. I've seen your stream twice in a week, and all I've seen is you being the unluckiest folks alive. Listen, if you haven't been incredibly unlucky consistently, you probably just aren't playing enough Magic. Yeah, we win by just attacking them a bunch with the Narset. We don't have to enter the Infinite to win the game, Oms. My opponent gets to cast Brilliant Ultimatum here, which this could go kind of sideways for us. Wait, why is it asking me to arrange the cards? Does Hive Mind not work with cards like this? Oh no, I arrange and they pick. I know how this works. I've never done this before. We might be dead. So you get to cast Primeval Titan here. Now this is right. I forgot what this card does. They control it, so I arrange, then they cast. I think we're dead. Yeah, playing a bunch of Magic and experiencing the mana system a whole lot, like, gives you nice perspective on, like, how little variance Hearthstone actually has. Yeah, it's my turn, but I can't kill them anymore. They also just got a Boseiju Bog into their hand, so, like, they just block my Narset with the Primeval Titan now. So, if we would have, like, not been incredibly unlucky to not draw our thing until forever, we could have won that game, but unfortunately it took us forever to draw the land, so just how it goes sometimes. I can't Vengeance Narset again, chat. They just put a copy of Boseiju Bog into their hand, and they have Sakura Tribe Scout in play. Was not tapped. When are we having another Dead Guy L League? Never. That deck's not very good in Legacy. It's not one that I'm accepting. No, for spoils, you name a card as spoils resolves. So if I cast spoils with Hive Mind out, my opponent would get to name a card out of their deck. Is this deck a good starter deck for someone getting into Magic? No, it is. It is not. Things that is not that. Definitely not that. Yeah, this hand just doesn't do anything, right? Was an iota of the Twitch chat moments the 9K viewer loading ready run pre-release Friday. Yeah, we're just easy powder here. Getting Narset into exile is actually upside because it makes our pull from eternities better. And then we're gonna powder again here. That hand just doesn't do much. I think this is a keep. Madman, thanks for the tip. Modern with Jeff on a Sunday morning. Happy Sunday. Yeah, this hand's fine. It's Sphinx. Did I exile any Goryo's Vengeances? I did not. So we're looking for Mana Source plus Goryo's Vengeance here. And we get a Scry with the Sphinx. Alright, that's Mana Source. So how aggressively am I supposed to bottom here? So how many Mana Sources are left in my deck? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 mana sources here. And then this is a 5th, and there's 16 mana sources, counting Simian Spirit Guide. So if I bottom this, I've already bottomed 2 other cards. So that would mean there's 11 mana sources left in 36 cards. So the question becomes, do I want to bottom this mana source? So if I bottom this mana source, I am 79% to draw another mana source. And like then the question becomes, so like there's four copies of Goryo's Vengeance in 36 cards as well here. So if I get 4 looks at that versus 5 looks, I'm 7% extra to find if I give myself an extra look. Oh, it's 3 versus 4, right? I'm gonna draw this, then I'm gonna see 3 extra. It's 3 versus 4, so it's like 30% versus, I'm 9% more likely to find a copy of Goryo's Vengeance if I bottom this Gemstone Cavern, which I think that's worthwhile. Now I bottom that, now I have to draw another land, another mana source, which I'm sure we're gonna miss on. Yeah, we got there. All right, sweet. Ditch that. Go. Maybe I'm supposed to keep the spoils there in case they have a Thought-Knot Seer. Yeah, I'm probably supposed to keep spoils so I can spoils for second Goryos. Smasher me. Smasher me, daddy. Smasher me, daddy. Let's do it. Smush, smush, smush. Smush, 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 smush. I would have kept the Mana Source because Goryo's was the next card. That is the smart line. Alright. So, for those of you that are new to Magic and Modern, this is the second turn of the game. Hopefully my opponent's about to die. Shuffler, that's true. We missed on the 99%er last match, so like they're like, all right, we'll give him the 40%er this time because he missed on the 99 last time. Hit me, dealer. All right, so Narset exiles 4 cards, and we're looking for cards that let us take extra combat steps here. So Brilliant Ultimatum gives us more looks at cards that give us extra draw steps or combat steps. So we hit a Fury of the Horde here. So my opponent splits these cards up into 2 piles, and then I'm going to choose to cast the pile that includes Fury of the Horde. Choose a pile to play for free. I pick this one. I choose you, Pikachu. So that gives me an extra combat step, so now we get to attack again here, which means Narset is a good dealer. She hits us again. Survey says she found double Goryo's Vengeance. Well, that's not particularly useful here, is it? Did we brick and die? I think we might have bricked and died, chat. And we exiled both Goryos to boot. That's incredibly awkward. Alright, so we get to cast Serum Powder here. And then we get to pull Emrakul to shuffle the other Goryo's Vengeance back into my deck. But unfortunately, we're out of combat steps here. Yeah, the problem, Weens, is that she goes away at the beginning of the next end step, so we won't have her on the following turn. So the play to win line is right-click concede, I believe. Oh, I could have Emrakul'd as a blocker. Yeah, that's a good line. I don't think we ultimately win the game because of it, but it's a good line. We could have end step pulled the Emrakul and then Goryo'd him. That's a good line. And then again, my opponent doesn't have counter spells, artifacts, discard, or graveyard things, so I'm gonna click submit. Shuffler wanted to be nice, but also wanted to make sure you know who's boss here, right? It like built us up just to like smack us down at the last possible moment. Yeah, that actually is how it would have worked, Winding Road. So yeah, so I definitely should have put the Emrakul into play as a blocker. We're still incredibly unlikely to win from there, but would have given us a better chance than we had. Links are enabled in chat. This hand is good. It's not nuts, but it's good. The nuts hand in this deck killed him on the first turn. This hand sets itself up for a turn 2 kill, which is like fine. It's passable, but I wouldn't call it nuts. It definitely does not classify as nuts in this deck. We can never beat Thalia Heretic Cathar. Actually, that's not true. No, she has first strike. All right, we're done. We're done? Are we done? I think we might be done. We might be done. We might be done for. We might be done for. So, I'm aware of two things. I'm aware that I could put Narset into play and attack this turn, but I'm hoping that my opponent attacks me with their Thalia this turn. I can also end step Goryos, that is correct. So, during their end step here, we're gonna Goryos, which actually makes us incredibly likely to win the game. Not guaranteed. That's one of the reasons why this deck is gambling, right? Now, there are no guarantees with Miguel Narset. Guarantees don't exist here. She's a benevolent force sometimes. And you'll note here, I didn't discard the second Narset when I cast Faithless Looting for this reason right here. So we just bricked off, but Fury of the Horde is castable via exiling 2 red cards from my hand. So by holding the extra Narset, I'm able to cast this Fury of the Horde, so that way Narset can give us another hit here. So we'll exile these and we'll try again. Trigger. We hit Relentless Assault this time, which gives us another hit. So they're going to 12, so we need to chain together like 5 more extra attack cards. Alright, we had a Brilliant Ultimatum, we had a Faithless Looting. We also had a Pull from Eternity. Alright, so now we cast Brilliant Ultimatum. This lets us cast Enter the Infinite, which lets me put Omniscience on top of my deck. So they're deterministically dead now, because we hit Enter the Infinite. Opponent has conceded, because they know they're deterministically dead, because we're drawing our deck. Begin sideboarding. Again, no sideboarding to be had. We'll see if our opponent puts us on the play or not. I would like to be on the draw. Opponent chose to play first. This hand is a... No, that was turn 6. That was our turn 3. Do I mulligan this? Feels tough. This could be a Narset to hand size and like kill them on 2. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like it. Narset to hand size, kill them on 2. We get to Foresight as well. Yeah, and we also get like, we get 4 looks at a looting and we can just bend to hand size. And if we hit the nuts here, if we hit Faithless Looting plus Simian Spirit Guide, we kill them on 1. Yay! Simian Spirit Guide mirrors! Yay! Modern! Woo! Magic! Let's do it. We're gonna get there? Are we gonna get there? Crush, 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 crush. People, when they look at decks like this, they often like to ask the question, how do you beat things like Thalia? This isn't a deck that you play to beat things. This is what I like to refer to as a question deck. This deck just goes, do you have the thing? And when they say no, you kill them. And when they do have the thing, you lose. And that's just okay. If that's not your cup of tea, there's a lot of other modern decks that are combo decks that play through disruption. This is not one of them. we're up to 800 people for an all modern day. Happy Sunday, folks. Hope you're having a great weekend. We'll see how today goes. The first league went a little bit quick. We might have time for more than 4 modern decks. How do you get Narset out so quick? Narset gets into play very quickly via the card Goryo's Vengeance. I think I mulligan this. Do I, actually? So I can spoils. It's missing Narset and it's missing Narset and it's missing Goryo's Vengeance. And I can spoils for one of them. And then like maybe Sphinx plus Faithless Looting find me the other. The flip side is I'm just like exiling 7 cards that mostly don't matter. Faithless Looting is like kind of a combo piece, but not really. I think I'm gonna powder this. I can go either way on that. This is another easy powder hand. Just like doesn't have any Narsets or Goryo's Vengeances in it. Alright, so now there are 39 cards in my deck. And I get 6 looks at an Narset. I get a draw step. I get 3 scries, a draw step, 2 Faithless Looting looks. So how likely are we to hit a Narset in 6? So we're 50.2% to find a Narset with this hand. And then we're like another 50% to find a Goryo's Vengeance. I guess we technically get one more look at the Goryo's Vengeance, right? So we're like 50.2 and like 56.3% to hit. So we're like 25%er to kill on 2 most likely. That's probably good enough, right? Feels like it's good enough. You know, no gamble, no future, right? Looking for Narsets and Goryo's Vengeances. Look at that, baby. So bottom, top. Cast Faithless Looting. Okay. No fire, no steel. Land Relic of Progenitus. Boo. No relic. Boo. Goryo's Vengeance? Rats. We are so incredibly unlucky, chat. Just the gosh darned unluckiest. Alright. Well, I mean, we get to dig deep next turn. Swing low, sweet chariot. Do. Should I have kept more red cards instead of Sphinx? Yeah, maybe. Don't worm coil me, bro. Don't do it. Have a heart. Thought not seer. Joke's on you. I don't have my Goryo's Vengeance yet. Although that blocks my Narset, which is not ideal. That blocks my lovely lady. All right, so we found the thing. Okay, and this is the stone cold perfect hits here. Because they kill Narset, but we get to Goryo's back, Narset, and then Fury of the Horde. So we get to Omniscience, just like the world is our oyster. We get to put her back into play. We get to cast this and take another combat step. And she has first strike, of course, so if they block here again, we're A-okay. Do 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 boo 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 do 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 do. All right, so let's go ahead and cast my Brilliant Ultimatum here. Can I be allowed to enter the infinite? Choose a pile to play for free. This one. Boo 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 doo 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 doo. Oh, want to cast this one with Omniscience, please. My Eldrazi is bigger than your Eldrazi. Neener, neener. Neener, neener. I'm actually not attacking here because I would like to attack them with Emrakul next turn. Because I cast that Emrakul, so he's gonna stick around. I don't really want to draw this, so I'm gonna scry it to the bottom. Wow, Moto's bugged. We drew the same card we scried to the bottom. Moto bug confirmed. Oh no! Oh no! I messed it up! I messed it up! Oh no! Oh no! I was so busy making a scry joke. If I entered the infinite there, we'd have won the game. So the Thought Not Seer trigger killed us, but if I would have cast Enter the Infinite, I would have put a card back on top of my deck, and then they'd have died. It's fine. It's fine. We'll get him in 3. It's fine. Just in the words of the greatest poet of our generation, we just gotta shake it off, okay? Let's move right along here, shall we? Coach Berg, as a man headed for the same hairstyle, I've got to say the buzzed hair, big beard looks good on you. Thanks for the 6 months, Berg. Welcome back. I would not like to play first. Gosh, could have played around the Thought Not Seer trigger and missed it. What a low skill modern stream you people are still here watching. How embarrassing. I'm gonna keep this. Ship that. It's Faithless Looting into a thing. Swing low, do 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 do, do 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 do. This deck is dumb and I love it. No! Good thing I have pulled from eternity, eh? Thank you for the 2 months, Totem. Hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. All right, Simian Spirit Guide. Simian Spirit Guide. Simian Spirit Guide. Oh, do 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 do. Boo 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 do 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 do. Easy game, easy life. These are a few of my favorite things. Hit me, dealer. Ayo. Da 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 da. da 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 ba 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 da da do 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 do. All right, all right, all right. We missed that time. We got Brilliant Ultimatum as a retry. Enter the infinite. Enter the infinite. Do 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 do. I just want you to play this in paper with the same enthusiasm. This one, I would like to draw my deck, please. So how this works is this is a deterministic kill. So we put Omniscience on top of our deck, and then we Fury of the Horde, exiling 2 red cards. There's another red card over here somewhere. And then we attack. We guaranteed cast the Omniscience, which lets us cast Emrakul, which then we take another turn. And then we get to play a third game because I punted the second one. And again, to make sure we don't do what I did last time, which is deck myself by mistake, we cast Enter the Infinite again, drawing nothing, putting 1 card back on top of our deck. We survey the Battle of Thought Not Seers. Yep. Didn't mess it up this time. Figured it out. Trigger. Do 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 do. Boo 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 do 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 do. To be fair, the opponent served our punt back to us this game. If this opponent would have waited to use the surgical extraction until we cast the Goryo's Vengeance, we likely wouldn't have won that game. So, like, I punted game 1 in a very obvious way, and they punted game 2 back to us. So, like, you know, let's do it, and do it, and do it, and do it again. This hand is very good. If we hit a Simian Spirit Guide, we get to turn 1 them. And if this doesn't kill us. What's that? Is this Narset Enlightened Master? Is that what it's called? I always forget the name. It's Enlightened Master, right? Yeah. So if this doesn't kill us and we draw a Simian Spirit Guide. Oh no! Oh no! Dude is stream. Thank you for the 3 months. I appreciate the quarter of a year. Welcome. Oh, we would have done it. We'd have turned 1 to them, chat. We would have turned 1 to them. Oh no. The Spirit Guide was right there. It was right there. Best. That was, to be fair, that was like a quality match of Magic the Gathering. Like, when Richard Garfield envisioned Magic, that's definitely what he wanted for us. What just happened? I cast the card Spoils of the Vault, and I'm incredibly unlucky, so we died. You see this skeleton holding this egg in this picture? That's me. I'm dead. But I got my prize. Listen, chat, no gamble, no future, okay? You gotta strap yourselves in. All right, next victim, please. If you would like free match wins, I'm in the friendly queue here on Magic Online. Gonna bring my humans, and I know when I'm meddling maging on turn 2. You're a monster! I posted this on Discord last. I just want all of you to know that you made it into my list of favorite Pokemon Go Pokemon. You're notably a Toad, which is probably appropriate as well, but you did make the top 9 here for the screenshot. There's nothing friendly about this deck. Why do we do this to them? Do 4-color combinations have guild names? There are some people, you could use the Nephilim names, but not commonly accepted names, no. Do you prefer this deck or Griselbrand? Well, Griselbrand is like actually a competitive deck. This is just a meme. So like Griselbrand is something that I would like entertain playing at an actual event. This is not. Man, these hands have been bad. Holy crap. I guess I keep this. I think I ditch Fury, enter Gemstone. And then the plan is to Gemstone, exile Gemstone, cast Spoils. And then I'm going to Spoils for Narset, and then Faithless Looting, draw land Goryos. That's the plan. This worked out really well in the last game, so I'm excited to do it again. Alright, we exiled 2 Goryo's Vengeance on that, which is kind of unfortunate. So we're looking for Goryo's plus a land here. Do you have a guide on how to set up Magic Arena using Linux and Wine? It's super easy. You literally just install Wine Staging and then install Arena. The only asterisk is that every time there's an Arena update, you have to fully reinstall Arena because their updater is a pile of garbage. Alright, and they cast Scavenging Ooze, so we're dead. Super Jivey, thank you for the 13 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. If you open my gift on Pogo, we'll be level 2 friends. That's exciting. I'll probably wait a day to open it because I think I have a couple other people that are getting ready to pop friend levels. And usually I pop a bunch at once because I use a lucky egg. Get double up all that sweet, sweet friendship XP. I'm level 33 in Pokemon Go. Maybe by the time I hit 40, they'll have increased the level cap. That's my hope. 40 takes a long time to get to 40, chat. I'm gonna write that down, Isha. Ping Isha for lucky egg for level 2. I will probably it's in the notepad. This hand's really good. This hand's like really good. This hand has a high chance to turn 1. We get to all we need is a land to turn 1 them, right? and we get scry, draw, step, double looting. Do. Simian Spirit Guide does it too, right? Right? This does it too? Yeah, because I pitch. Okay, so they are likely dead here. Obviously, this is Narset canon, so there are no guarantees. But we are going to put Narset into play and attack here on the first turn. So, if Narset is a benevolent blackjack dealer, our opponent's going to die. Which is good. You know, we haven't had a turn 1 yet today. Alright, sweet. Sweet. Get a Brilliant Ultimatum. We're cooking with gas here. Hit the Enter the Infinite, which is a deterministic lethal, right? Yeah! Yay! Turn 1! Yay! Modern! Woo! Magic! I would like to play this one for free. And again, we put Omniscience back on top of our deck now. And then we use Fury of the Horde, pitching 2 red cards to get another combat step, which then lets us cast the Omniscience. And then the Omniscience lets us cast Emrakul, as well as an Enter the Infinite to put a thing back on top of our deck. So we get to cast this, and then we get to cast this, and then we get to take an extra turn, but we want to make sure we enter the infinite before we do that. Have you heard about my birds? I said a bird. Bird's the word. I said a bird. Emrakul. Emrakul is being flanked by her cohorts here. Bottoms up. Triggers. Technically, I would like the record to reflect that our opponent technically didn't die till our second turn, because we took an extra one with Emrakul. So I'm pretty sure this is fair and reasonable because they didn't die till our second turn. We have yet to sideboard in a card yet in this league, just the way I like it. Modern is a turn 3 format. You just happen to take 2 of the 3 turns that game. Ain't that the truth? Not fast enough. I guess I technically could have, like, cast a bunch of Relentless Assaults with the Omniscience last game. And, like, killed them with the Narset on, like, actual factual turn 1 without having to take an extra turn. My opponent chose to play first. This is an easy mulligan. Yikes. Use Serum Powder, mulligan to 4, or keep these 5. Well, I'm going to Serum Powder here, right? Because these cards aren't very good. Oh! I get to pick which of these cards stay in my deck before I Serum Powder? Oh, that is how this works. That's so good. Alright, well, I want Faithless Looting in my deck still. What else do I want in my deck still? Do I want to keep the Serum Powder or the Sphinx of Foresight? I think I want to keep the Serum Powder, right? I think the Serum Powder's better off in my deck. Nah, I'm gonna keep the Sphinx. Alright, what does this hand do? I have to go to 4. I think this is probably fine. Are there any Bant Spirits videos in my archive? Yeah, it's somewhere at some point. I don't remember when, but we've definitely played that deck. We've played most major modern decks at one point or another. I think I keep this. All right, so I'm going to spoils for Goryo's Vengeance, hoping to spoils past a Narset so I can pull it into my graveyard, and hoping to have enough health total that I don't die to their attacker and can still use my City of Brass. No! Why, spoils? Why? Dang it! Why you gotta do me dirty like that? I can't remember the last time we died twice to spoils in the same league. Usually like one dead to spoils a league is like, that's about the average, but like, man, twice in the same league, dead to spoils. Yikes. We're even spoilsing for things that were 4-ofs. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of spirits. I think it's kind of clunky and awkward. Compared to the things that are good in modern, spirits feels incredibly slow. Yes. They want to say hi to the internet. Ugh.
Show off our Easter shirt.
You want to show off Happy Easter? Thank you, F Weasel. Oh, you got Easter shirts?
Happy Easter, and you're not.
Oh, let's put you on the big one. What do you think?
Happy Easter, and you're not.
Good job.
Happy Easter, internet. They have the same shirt in Jake's is red and Declan's is blue, so mine are red and blue. And look, chat, we got one for Jeff. Daddy.
Chillin' with my peeps.
And his peeps are Declan and Jacob, because Jacob has a red one and Declan has a blue one. Aw, what a cute family. I'll wear it.
I will put your shirt on. Spirits is probably better than fish to set the bar low. Yeah, probably. Very.
Okay, Uncle CJ's opening it for you.
Pretty easy powder mulligan here. Nothing of particular relevance. Christy got a thing that lets her make t-shirts, so she's been like super pumped about making t-shirts with various text on them. I think I'm keeping this. I've got a Sphinx of Foresight. Like, obviously I need to hit a Faithless Looting, but I didn't exile a Looting, right? I did exile a Looting. Exiling a Looting makes this hand a little bit worse of a keep. So I've got, let's pull out our friend the calculator here. So I get 4 shots at a Faithless Looting here. So there's 46 cards, 3 lootings, and I get 3 shots at it. So we're not even 20% to hit a Faithless Looting with this hand. Or I get 4 looks, right? I get 4 looks. Did I short myself one? I do. I get 4 looks. I get to draw step 2. So I'm 25% to hit a Faithless Looting with this hand. I think I'm in for keeping hands that are a quarter to win. Okay. To set a bar that's low, I think Modern Humans is better than Spirits. Humans has more disruptive elements and has better aggressive draws. The linear draws out of humans are a lot more powerful than the linear draws out of spirits, in my experience. More consistent, too. Spirits feels like it's less linear for the sake of being more interactive, which is just really not where you want to be in Modern. This darn spoils of the vault, chat. Do I risk it? This card has done us dirty twice today already, but I guess with that logic, our cumulative variance should mean that this is okay to spoils. I feel like our cumulative variance means I keep this. Good morning, Rycat. Happy Sunday. So, if we spoils and don't die, and then we find land plus Simian Spirit Guide, we can kill them next turn. I use cumulative variance to other aspects of my life, and people look at me like I'm crazy. That's great. All right, we didn't die. We notably did not die. Yikes! We missed on the mana source. We have missed on a mana source, chat. So we not only did we not, so we need a land. We need a land or a Simian Spirit Guide next turn. And then maybe we can kill them. Because remember, there's no guarantees with the cannon. We just start getting to take hits off the top. Good morning, Metalix. Yeah, so I am taking Wednesday off because Moto is down and the new arena set doesn't release till Thursday. So I'm live today instead of Wednesday. HopX, thanks for the quarter of a year. Welcome back. Thank you for keeping me around. Yes. We never die to spoils on the days you offer to donate subs for it. Lou Mason, thanks for the 8 months. I appreciate the 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. No, Moto is down until 2 p.m. Cornfield time on Wednesday, and the new set doesn't push on Arena until Thursday. Alright, we get to sideboard in some cards, chat. We did it. We finally sideboarded. I think we used up all our cumulative variants when we turned 2 that guy. Yep, feels like it. Any neat ideas for War of the Spark? I'm excited to work with 3-mana Vivian. I'm excited to try various Frilled Mystic decks and other flashy things around it. Probably just going to be dominated by flashing in Hydrate Krasis inside of Wilderness Reclamation decks, but we'll see if there's other interesting things maybe to do with that. We got a bunch of decks in the deck queue that are build-around submissions that people have sent in, so I will be working on those this week. Oh, man. Obviously, I have to Serum Powder, but powdering triple Stony away feels real bad. That's so sad. This hand doesn't really do anything. Doesn't really do anything, right? This hand's great. Bottom that one, reveal this one. We just need a Goryo's Vengeance here. Nah, I don't think I take the Mold of 6 because of the Stonies. I think I still just want more cards. Because my deck's very linear still. So just keeping more cards so I can execute my linear game plan more consistently is great. Things are not looking good for our hero, chat. Although the opponent had a slow-ish start here, so we'll see what their turn 2 is. They could have counter spells and stuff in their hand too, though, which is a little scary. We've been, like, really bad at finding Goryos in 6 looks. Well, we came, we saw, we triumphed. So, we failed to win a match, so you could say that the deck performed at expectations. I had a good time playing, though, which is ultimately the most important part. This deck, win, lose, draw, always puts a smile on my face. Let's mosey on along to the next one, huh? We're gonna maybe we'll win some matches with the next. We're gonna roll on along to some Grixis Shadow